If I gave you what you want, would it come right back? Would it knock me to the ground just like a heart attack? Nobody means what they say. Nobody says what they mean. Careful what you wish for, it might come true. Don't it make you happy when you do what you do? Nobody gets what they want. Nobody wants what they get. On this merry-go-round, spirals down, spirals down. On this merry-go-round, spirals down, spirals down. Running to the ground till the dirt says no more. Then we can't remember what we started it for. Nobody needs what they learn. Nobody learns what they need. On this merry-go-round.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining the Rexer Show. Now, Rex says, I'm done with Arcade OneUp. Yeah, they treat me like a rag doll. Just got Baccarat hides. All their issues. He says, they don't owe me nothing. But just keep making crap arcades, sell them, whatever the hell you want. Oh, they'll buy it again tomorrow. Yeah, they'll buy it again tomorrow. Oh, that's terrible. You guys get the point? They'll buy it again tomorrow. All right. I am back for one night only, everyone. One night only. How is everyone today? How are we doing? Oh, Al. Zohar. All right, did that work? I don't even know if that worked, or was I just singing Jane Says and and it didn't play in the background. It was supposed to play, I don't know, whatever. It didn't work. You guys get the point, man. Rex Says. All right. What's everybody doing today? Zohar, I didn't catch your video. I will catch it right after. I was prepping for this amazing move today, right? For moving a show bit for me. No problem. No problem for moving the show. You're a great fan, and we appreciate it. Oh, thank you for this, and happy birthday to Zohar. Yes, Zohar, happy birthday. I heard that on, I think, B's stream. He was saying that. To Die For, awesome MK reveal. I love it. It reminds me of mine because it's about, not 100%. But you did a much better job on the control panel. If you guys didn't see that, go to Die For. He did an excellent job. That control panel is not easy to do. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. It's good to be back. Okay. Here we go. Let's just jump right in, guys. Here's the topics for today. And who's new to the show, first of all? If you're new to the show, say something in the chat. I want to know if you're new. If you've never seen the Rexer Show, you're in for a treat. There's a little bit for everybody here, okay? There's a little bit for everybody. So let's look at the topics for today. And what we have today is, number one, Impractical OneUp. Impractical OneUp. You'll figure that out when I talk about it. More hypocrisy. They lied to us, which is the title of the episode. Box art trivia for those who do not know box art trivia. And Paul, thank you very much. Congrats on getting John D to respond to you. You guys got to thank everybody for these. I guess welcome back super chats. Awesome. I see Paul. Thank you. You're a great fan of the channel. Love to have you on here. And Thanks, Al. P-Dubs, thank you. Welcome back, buddy, he says. Thank you very much, man. That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much for the super chat. You guys are too generous, man. You're going to make me have to keep coming back. Okay. So these are we got box art trivia, and then we have the video game years. We're going to talk about the video game years. If you haven't watched the video game years, don't worry. We'll talk about it. And again, box art trivia, you're going to have a chance to win a $10 Steam gift card on the Rexer Show. If you're not familiar with what we're streaming in 720p, in case you were wondering, this is a high class channel here. So don't try and change it to 1080 because you can't. I only can stream in 720. Okay. So probably going to upset a lot of people today, and I apologize in advance. It doesn't mean that I don't like you guys. Okay. Some of this pertains, I said this the last time I left. I said, I didn't want to make people upset when I do certain topics, but I have to do these topics. Okay. I have to get my opinion. Remember, this doesn't mean I don't like you guys or, I'm mad or I hate you guys or I just disagree with your opinion. Okay. I disagree with your opinion. Okay. So let's start with Impractical OneUp. Okay. 2-player countercades. 2-player countercades. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of a countercade. A nice Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug, one little thing, a small thing, set on your desk. It's great. Okay. I love the idea. Very practical in certain aspects. Okay. But 2-player. Now, this is a different story. Let's take a look at a video of 2 guys that I have no idea who they are. And they did a video. They somehow got a 2-player countercade. And they kind of reviewed it. It's this Aoki one. Okay. Let me bring it up.
Have a light up marquee. This one does, so that's very cool that they put a little attention to detail. And we played on all my other arcade one-ups as well and checked them out. And
Those are really easy.
Look at that. Can already do his.
Oh, great. Terrific. You can
fireballs,
play
fire
it.
shots.
Okay, pause it here. 2-player countercades. Where am I going to put my hand on this thing? Where? If I'm player 2, where is my hand going? What? Where is my elbow going? I mean, what am I supposed to do here? I don't get it. This is a 2-player countercade, and I can fit my hand next to this guy. Maybe if there's 2 adults with baby hands, maybe they can play this thing. I don't know. Here, let's listen to the end here. Let's go to the.
I mean, how does it feel? Obviously, they're not arcade quality. Arcade
obviously,
mass
it's
produces
not arcade
these things,
quality,
but it's playable, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's playable. Absolutely. Well, really, it's playable. Oh, okay. Here. See this thing? Here. Hey, Rex, is that thing playable? Well, yeah, it's playable. I mean, it works. It's playable. I mean, sure, right? I mean, why not? It's playable. Is it practical? Is this thing practical at all? I mean, this is great. Kev Gret jumps in here because I was just going to back it up. I'm so glad you noticed this. Let's back it up. Watch this thing shake.
Absolutely.
Get ready. What the hell? Oh, man, sorry. I got to go back
Don't have a
farther.
light up marquee. I mean, how does it feel? Obviously, they're.
We got to go back farther. Watch this thing
How does it
shake.
feel? Obviously, they're not arcade quality. Arcade one-up.
Is this for Ames?
Mass produces these things, but it's playable,
Oh,
right?
what happened there? Well, there it goes again. What? Oh, well, you didn't see the thing shake there? I mean, that was pretty ridiculous. And that's one person, The other guy's going to be 2-player? Okay, come on. And the channels that said, oh, these things are so cool, they're so awesome, 2-player TMNT and this and that, and oh, Rex, guess what, Rex, I can pick them up, they're so light, I can move them, I can take them to grandma's, I can take them, really? You're really going to pick this thing up and take it to your families or something, and you know what, who are you going to take this thing to, where are you going with this thing? You going to go to your friend's house and go have dinner and say, hey, I brought my 2-player countercade arcade one up. Let's play. Those people don't play these. They're not like us. They don't. If these friends don't play these things, and the ones that do play those things, they already have these things. They'll be like, "Oh, you want to play TMNT on my 2-player countercade?" They'll be like, "No, I have the actual one. Why would I want to play on this thing?" Meatball Saucy, thank you for opinions. I miss your opinions. Everyone has one. Sometimes they are tempered and sometimes they are not. Oh, let me bring that back up here. Hold on. Sometimes they're tempered, sometimes they are not. This is a level of real scrutiny is what, yeah. And again, I just want to point things out. These things are so, now, if you're moving them from one place to your house, like D Love does, he makes a good countercade. You move it from here, but don't tell me you're going over, Johnny and Sue's for brunch, and you're gonna put the 2-player countercade. But then they did say one thing that I thought was brilliant. They went, well, I can take these up north with me, and I can play them in my cabin. All right, kind of a light flash in my head and went, I just figured out what arcade 1-ups are good for. They're good to put them in your cabin up north, and you'll probably get more play out of them up there than you do sitting with the 17 other ones in your house. You take one up there and you leave it there, and then when you move out in 12 years or 15 years or sell it, it's junk anyway. You just throw it in the trash. So it's perfect for that, and then what do you get? Lug a 2-player countercade every time you go back and forth to your cabin? You're just going to lug the thing around? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Tell me I'm wrong. I gotta read the chat here. Okay. I need to cancel my order, says your average gamer. You guys always say that, Hey, just remember, I said, Super Console X. Hey, who's buy that? Go ahead. Whatever. Go ahead. Go waste your money again with the Polymega and all this other crap. Go ahead. It's fine. Whatever. I don't want to make fun of the Polymega. It's good for certain things, but some of this other crap, you guys know how I feel. Okay. All right. So you guys, the people who said awesome shirt, like my man Green Sammy here, it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I love this, man. Who doesn't love that movie? It's great. What else is fun? Speaking of, how they get him in the crane game, they get Woody in the crane. I work in a casino, guys. They have a crane slot machine now. I wish I had a picture of it. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. They have a crane slot machine. You put money in it, and I'm not exactly sure how it works, but there's balls of money, and it's a crane machine. And you go down, you move the thing around, and you try and pick up, I want to say it's a ball of cash, and they have it, and it's a little legitimate slot machine. It's a crane machine and a legit, no joke. It's at the D in Las Vegas. That's where it's at. I'm waiting for a 4-player countercade. Yes, with a screen this big, yeah, that's really practical. I can't wait to play it. But I love the regular ones. I think the 1-player Pac-Man, good to go. Spend your money. Is it worth $149, $109? No. It's not. It was worth $50 though when they had them for sure. I almost regret picking some up. Okay. Almost cried at the end. I can see. All right. More hypocrisy. We're on more hypocrisy. If you're just joining us, we have They Lied to Us. We have box art trivia. I'll explain that. We're going to talk about the video game years. If you're not familiar with that, it's good. We're gonna talk about that. Oh boy, guys. So here we go. With hypocrisy. Unfortunately, this relates to OneUp again, but not really. Kind of. So here's the deal, guys. I'm upset. I'm really upset. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why. I watched all these Atari Legacy OneUp videos and reviews, and they were so good. They were so good that they loved them so much that they told me to get one, and I did. I bought one. Okay? I bought an Atari Legacy OneUp, and I brought it home, and I said, "Oh God, I can't wait to play my favorite games, Millipede and Centipede. I can't wait to play them." And this is what I got. Okay? Will somebody tell me what's wrong with this picture? Will somebody please tell me what is wrong with this picture? Anyone in the chat can figure it out. We'll pause it here. I'm looking at this picture. I'm playing my Atari Legacy, and this is what I get. This is what I get. Show me retro. Show me. Do any of you guys see that? Do any of your guys? Thank you, Ritual Dello. I don't know how to say that, but thank you very much. Aspect. What am I playing here? What is going on? This is the right aspect, for Christ's sake. All right? And don't let me forget to get to the hypocrisy part. When I play Centipede and Millipede, it needs to look like this. This is how you play it. How come none of you guys who did reviews on this, and I'm sorry I'm mad, but I went and wasted $500 on... I went and wasted 500 or whatever, $600 on this, and I come home and I bring it and I play that. Adam. Let me get back here. Too much stuff going on. What? Thank you, Chris. Knows. Mitchell B. They're playing it horizontally. What the hell? I can't believe it. Adam Calb. Don't make Rexer angry. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're a big fan. Thank you very much. You won't like it when I am angry. Okay, here. This is where we're going with this. Okay. Did you guys watch the reviews? Did you see anybody? I watched them back. I had to watch them back and go, nobody pointed this out. These experts, nobody pointed this out. Out of all, I'm sure there was one out there where somebody said something. But here's the funny thing, is before I think Mike B did a review, I'm on there watching him play this thing. And as soon as he plays that game, I go, something. I go, what? This isn't right. And thank God, before I chimed in, I can't remember who it was, whether it was Zero Hero, Mitchell B. Somebody goes, that doesn't look right. What's wrong with it? You know, they're like, what is wrong? And I go, thank you, whoever it was, Al, Richard B, whoever it was. I was like, thank the Lord for you guys pointing this out, because it was driving me crazy. And I can't. So let's get back. Did I buy an Atari Legacy? No. Okay, you guys know me better. I'm not going to buy it, but I had to get my point across. Okay. And here's the other point. If you're going to do reviews for arcade one-ups and you're going to be the first one out, I got to be the first one, I got to get my thing out, then you better get all this in there. No, P-dubs, I don't remember. I watched your video, and I'll have to watch it again. But I watched, maybe yours did, P-dubs. I'll have to watch it again. But for sure, Eric upstairs with Eric, I forget his name. Everyday Eric. Not in there. Wasn't in there. Mike B's wasn't in there. So, I love you guys. But to just bag on you a little more, I'm going to bag on everybody, not you, P-dubs, but, and even if P-dubs did, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. If I didn't watch yours and I watched everybody else's, they didn't. This is what I expect. I expect to see, and this is just a funny thing.
Hey everyone!
I expect to see those kind of reviews out of good old Meg Turney, right? Good old Meg.
So it looks like this is the control panel. Like this is what's emulating.
That's the control
ROM.
panel? Wow, is that where I put my buttons and joysticks? What did she just say? Say that again.
Sweet. This is your sweet Raspberry Pi.
That's my sweet Raspberry Pi. That thing can barely play Pac-Man, but it's a Raspberry Pi. Okay, whatever. That's what I expect. I want better reviews out of the and if that's too much to ask, then I'm sorry. Okay, you got to know that. And here, let's do something. I don't know. I'm gonna. I'm sorry if I missed. Show me retro. If I missed anybody's super chats or chats, please tell me, and I'll go back to them. Let's take a poll, and this will be my first poll. Should I be upset about the incorrect aspect ratio? That's the poll. Yes or no? And too bad, I'd like to put no, you're overreacting, Rex. And if you want to get rid of the poll, just hit the 3 dots in the thing and get rid of the poll. Okay? That's all you got to do. Okay? It's because Dubs did not remove it. I'll go back and watch P-Dubs. And like I said, somebody got it right, I'm sure. It was P-Dubs. I'm sure he got it right. Somebody said something about it. But, the whole point is there's a little flyer, Nat. How do you know? Nobody says anything about that. They just let it slide. And here's the hypocrisy. Okay. I told you I'd get to the hypocrisy. Okay. If I do this, if I make a 3/4 scale Nintendo and I put Contra 3 on it and I put Mario Brothers and I make a Sega one and I put, Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles on it, and I put those games in a vertical aspect ratio on my Nintendo. I put them vertically, even though they're horizontal, I put them vertically. You guys all blow your shit. This thing is the worst thing ever. I can't Sega. Look at what they did. I can't believe it. They put Contra 3 Alien Wars in vertical aspect ratio and Super Mario. Oh my God. But they did it on an arcade and it's no big deal. It's no big Centipede, it's two of the best games on there and they effed it up. No big deal. All right. What am I missing here in the chat here? So let's move on to the next topic, guys. I hope you understand. Oh, let's look at the poll. 84% yes. And I'll close this poll. I should be upset. You're right. I should be upset. For the 15% or whatever that said no, I don't know. So here's another thing about this. I'll go off on a little tangent a little bit. Talk about a real life thing here. I always tell my kids, what doesn't matter to you may matter to somebody else. Okay? And you have to respect and acknowledge and be cognizant that person may have a different opinion or feeling or whatever about something. You have to understand that. And I'll give you a real life example. I love to give my real life examples. I can't stand the smell of cat food, even though we have cats. Okay, I love cats, but I can't stand the smell. It bothers me. So, but it might not bother my wife, and it does. But she doesn't care. She just opens it up when I'm around and she's not cognizant of it, right? She doesn't care about what I'm thinking. You got to care that I care about aspect ratio. You got to be cognizant of that. The other thing is, so I always tell my kids this because if we like dogs and have dogs, I always tell them some people don't like dogs and you have to be aware of that. You can't just let them run up to people, maybe they have a problem with, be cognizant of that. These people bring their dogs into stores now all the time and they're not service dogs, letting them run. The other day, some guy's dog crapped in Lowe's and he's looking at, this is a true story. And he's looking at me. He's like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I'm like, you clean it up, buddy. That's what you do. I'm like, your dog just dropped bombs in the middle of Lowe's. I'm like, you got to clean it up, So anyway, all right. Sorry, I'm ignoring chat. This is because, guys, again, when I'm on solo, it's kind of hard to do the chat. Let's go back to the topics, everyone. Oh, boy. Let me move this poll in chat for now. They lied to us. Okay, this is the beef of the... People aren't going to like this one. They're not going to like this one. Who lied to us? Who are you talking about, Rexer? You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about a lot of YouTube creators, a lot of big YouTube channels, Well, what did they lie to you about, Rexer? Well, all these guys with their videos and their, and their interviews and these big channels. Just remember, Rex, not to me, I don't care. Content is king. Content is king on YouTube. Content is king? Content is king. Okay, I'll make some great videos, right? And I'll get hundreds of thousands of viewers, of subs like you, right? Even if they're better. Really? So what triggered this is, some of a friend Show Me Retro does a video why small channels can't succeed. It's because you weren't around 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when everybody was just clicking sub, Sub to this guy. Sub. Now everybody's tired of it. I got enough subs. I don't want to sub anymore, right? So let me give you a real life example. And I don't know this guy. I don't care. I'm sorry if I rip on his channel. I honestly, I don't care. I don't sub to the guy, but whoops, don't want that. But I don't think his channel is anywhere near as good as it, say, is perceived to be. And let me bring it up here. You guys can take a guess in the chat who you think he has these big, huge channels, but they're no good. But here's one of them, okay? Immortal John Hancock. This guy. What? Okay, wow, this guy's got 112. He must have some great videos here. What? Oh, I got to zoom in on this. We got to see these fantastic videos, right? What, ranking every EA game. Oh, man. My top 5 Capcom 2D fighting games. 5 bad games. What? I can see this any day by anybody. I can go to anybody's channel and see this stuff. What am I missing here, guys? Am I missing here? Am I missing something? Is this a hunt? Wait, okay. No, wait a second. If this guy's got 112 subs and he's doing videos like that, I got to check gaming off the grid, because these guys got to have what, 600,000? Only 14,000, and the stuff these guys make is. Are you kidding me? This has got to be incorrect here. If Hancock has 100,000, he's immortal like Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Am I wrong? I don't know. Here's what triggered me. All right. And I'm not going to make fun of this guy because his channel's fine. I like him. He's a good person. I see him around the community, and I don't want to, but his video is the one that triggered me. And I'm not going to show the video. I don't have to. You guys all will know who I'm talking about. So I don't sub to these big channels because I don't want to. I think that other people, smaller channels, are doing stuff better, and why do I need to see the top 10 Sega games, top 10 this games? Yeah, Kevgrat. How do you know who I'm talking about, Kevgrat? His video triggered me. He comes out with a video. I can't believe you. It said top 10 Sega games, okay? Top 10 Sega games. I'm like, oh, it's like got 50,000 views in a day, and I'm going, what? Top 10 Sega games? How? This is creative? This is original? This is 100,000 sub material? So I go, well, it's probably good. There's something really good, because let me first say this. Let me hop in here. People like Angry Video Game Nerd, holy smokes, that's a channel, right? That's a channel. He's worth every penny in my. You go watch him, you're getting some original stuff, you're getting some creative stuff, you're getting some good stuff, you're getting some, some passion. You're getting everything with his channel, right? So, I'm over ranking videos too, Peter. That's what I'm trying to say. So he does this video, top 10 Sega games, and I'm watching. And I go, wait, I got to go back. Did he say this is hit? It was like the greatest top 10 Sega games all time. I said, did he say this was his top 10 or his favorite? Because I got to watch this again. What? So if you ever do a ranking video and you say, oh, this is the top 10 Sega games of all time, you better say this is my top 10. This is what I think. This isn't a consensus or really the best games. So, a top 10 game, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh, okay, here we go with the staple games, and I'm not a Sega fanboy, so I don't know, but okay, TMNT, whatever, Streets of Rage 2, blah. And I'm waiting. I'm like, well, he's got to put one sports game in here. I'd have to say one of Sega's best games of all time is a sports game. It's got to be Madden Champion Edition or NHL 94. He's got to put some sort of sports game in here, right? We're talking about the best games of all time. You didn't nail it down to one genre. So he's got to put one in there. Nope, not one. And that triggered me. I'm like, this. Then go back and say this is mine. There's no. This isn't the best games on a survey. This isn't the best games that really are out there. You got to broaden your horizons. You can't say this is the top 10 games, and they're your top 10 games. Say that. Be clear about it. So, and he probably meant it was his top 10, but I don't know. Thank you, Endless. All right, what do we got here? Anything in the chat? Nothing. You guys, thank you. If you just joined, we got 2 more topics. And did I have anything else to say about YouTube and these? It's just, a lot of small channels out there doing it just as good. I don't sub to these big guys, but I'm sure you guys do. And the guys that do always tell me about these videos, so I go get them. I go watch them, when they tell me to watch them. So Metal Jesus Rocks, yeah. Man, I don't know. I guess you had to be in early, And here's the other thing about Metal Jesus Rocks. Here we go. We got Show Me Retro. I wanted to bring him on. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button here. Show Me Retro, what's up?
Not much. How's it going, man?
It's going good. So we brought Show Me Retro on to talk about this because this was his video really that triggered me to say, oh yeah, these small channels don't have a chance. And I just think, what can you can't do anything. It's too late. You didn't get in the right time. That's the problem. You're not going to get. So think about this too, Pat. If you're a new channel and you're gaming off the grid and you got 14,000, I'll say you gain 500 subscribers a month. That's 6,000 a year. It's going to take you 10 years to get 60,000 more subscribers. How did Metal Jesus do it? I
don't know. I think he has kind of plateaued. He's stayed around 800,000 now for it seems like a year. So he may be climbing, but I think he's kind of coming down. I think he goes up and down. But
yeah.
There's another channel that I wanted to mention too, Game Dave. I don't know if you're familiar with Game Dave.
Yeah. Let me bring him up because I want to bring him up.
He's just a great channel. The guy, he's got like 63,000 subs or 67,000, but the content that he's putting out, he should have 800,000 subs.
Yeah. Do you guys know this game? This guy's videos are incredible, and he's got 67,000 subs. I don't know if you're subbed to this guy, but his channel's incredible. I think he even made a video where he's like, I don't know what to do. I can't do anything. How does Metal Jesus get 800,000? I don't know. I don't know, Dave. Your videos are far superior, Yeah, and it is the more content. But Jesus, I mean, people put out video after video after video. It doesn't matter. You can't catch up to these people. The YouTube algorithm it doesn't help you. I mean, think about this. Gaming Off the Grid, excuse me, let me fix that. Got a plug from Metal Jesus Rocks. They got a plug saying go subscribe to this guy's channel, and maybe they gain 2,000, 3,000 subs. That's it out of the 800,000. What do you do? You can't do anything, and it's saturated too. The whole thing's saturated, so you got to be different, or something. I don't know. Yeah, 2K. Here's the fun. You get 2K subs, and basically you drown out at that point. You kind of like slow down. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's win some people some certificates here. So I'm going to give a $20 Steam gift card away here. We're going to do box art trivia. Do you remember box art trivia? Show Me Retro. Do you remember it?
Yes, love it.
Okay. Do you remember the rules? The rules are that you can only guess one time.
It's
one answer. And if you answer twice, you're disqualified. That's how this goes. Okay. And I'm going to plug Your Average Gamer and MCAP's FX3 tournament. Go use this money to buy the pinball tables that they run their tournaments on, and then go join the tournaments. Okay. MCAP, UAG, and FX3 on Steam. You'll just see a tournament called MCAP, MCAP, password UAG, all capital, UAG MCAP, UAG MCAP. There's your plug, Your Average Gamer and MCAP. And I'm going to give a $20 gift card. I guess I don't know. I've never done a Steam. I usually do Amazon, but we'll figure it out, whoever wins. Okay.
You gotta exclude Glenn from this. He's too good at this. Glenn's got to be out.
Glenn. We love Glenn. Glenn, is he in here? Thanks for joining, Glenn. Sorry if I didn't see all the chat. Love the Friday show too, man. Love it. Kicking it old school. So, okay, here we go. So if you don't know box art trivia, I start showing little pieces of box art for anybody who's new. The first one to guess what the game is. they win. Okay, so the first one to guess wins. And I just show one little piece here. We're going to monitor the chat, and don't forget you can only guess once. If you guess twice and you get it right, the next guy who steals your answer gets the prize. Okay, Antisocial Hero says he's got this. I don't know. Let's see here. I got to figure out what sequence I got to go here. So I'm not even going to tell you what game this is, okay? I'm not even going to tell you. But here we go. Pat, help me watch the chat, please. And you guys will see the screen here. Bingo.
I think this one's going to go quick.
Yep, and I need the full name. You got to say the full name of the game. This isn't, oh, that. You say the full name. Here we go. It's the first corner. Might be a little difficult to get it on one corner. But Pat, please watch the chat. And
Glenn.
don't guess if you don't know is all I can say. Next corner.
UAG's out.
UAG is out. Hollywood
Polo's
Polo out. Next corner. I think I leave this one up for a while, and people might get it if I left it up the whole time.
My bet's on Alpha Nerd.
I don't know. I'm leaving this box up because I think they can get it. Not wrong, Chris. Wrong. You guys are all out. You might. Here we go. I'm going to open up the next one.
I'd wait. This one might be it.
Keep watching. I'm opening up the next one.
Captain Power's out. No, it's the next one that's going to get it.
The next one's going to get it. Here it is. All right. All those who waited, we're getting closer. Gosh, nobody gets this. Tiny Toons wrong. Bad Fur Day wrong. Not an N64 game. Nobody else. Let's open up the next one. Anybody?
Here we go.
Here comes the answers. Anything here? Not Battletoads. Not Green Sammy. More specific, Green Sammy. I'll leave you in. More specific, please.
No.
More
Alpha
specific. You can guess again. Oh, there it is. Fist of Love.
Burger?
No, Alfred Burger. Was it Alfred Burger?
Alfred Burger.
I got Alfred Burger for the win. Alfred Burger for the win. Come on, guys. That's the problem with guessing too soon, man. You guess too soon, you might not get it. And there we go. Batman. I couldn't give it to you, Green Sam. I told you gotta. I would have gave you another answer, but you gotta get it right. The full name. So $20 gift card to Alfred. Alfred, I think you've won before. You know my email, therexershow@gmail. Just send me an email, and that gift card is yours. And thanks for playing. Okay, let's talk about something fun, right, Pat? Did I miss anything yet? Let's talk about something fun. And
I think you're on track.
Yeah, let me go back to so what people can see. I always do this incorrectly. I want to bring back up the topic here so everybody knows where we're at. We're on 5, the video game years. Now, Pat, you turned me on to the video game years. Tell me how you caught this and what it is. Tell us all.
Well, I mean, I have kind of a storied history with Pat and Ian. Obviously, we parried them on your show, but they still show up in my feed. I still watch the guy because even though I'm not a huge fan of them on a personal level, they put on a decent show. And this started popping up, and I couldn't believe how good it was. It's like the quality of something that you would watch on Netflix. It's just, they're hour-long shows, and it's hard to admit. Like, I'm texting you going, I can't believe I love this, but you can't deny that this is good. The people that they have in there, my only problem was, if anybody's familiar with it in the chat, some of the people look like they're in their 30s in this, and I don't want to give out my age, but there's no way these people were even born until 95 or 2000 that are there's just no way. They look a lot younger for knowing these 1982 games in and out. There's no way. But other than that, the production value.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, here's the beginning. I'll show people if you haven't seen this Pat. And now I don't know if Pat's solely responsible for this. Pat Conti.
He is a producer. I think
he's a producer, but
right.
There's also another name associated with it. But here, let's take a look and let's.
It's the video game years, and this is 1981. The systems, the culture, the games. A sequel to a shooter makes waves. Atari battles it out with Mattel, and Nintendo's pet gorilla gets angry. And Pac-Man gets a girlfriend. So pop in those tabletop batteries and look both ways before crossing the road. This is 1981.
Okay, so we've never seen that. I don't know. Where's this guy? They filmed those like 10 years ago.
Yes,
did it take them?
I told you that too. They looked younger. Pat and Ian looked younger in that. But what it reminds me of, one of my favorite shows on Netflix is The Toys That Made Us. That's what it reminds me of. The way that it's narrated and put together is just so high production. But it's odd that it's older.
What just came out though? I thought. Didn't it just come out?
Premiering them now. Well, yeah, they premiered them now, but when they filmed them, somebody said in the chat it was a while ago.
Okay, so I'm here to tell you guys, this is good stuff. I don't care about Pat and Ian. I'm not sub to them. It's pretty good. I mean, you got to give them credit for this. Okay, that's what I say, Rex. You're always negative. No, I'm not. These videos are 200K plus subscriber videos. You're not going to find this on some other people's channels. Okay, this is creative, original. Somewhat original. I mean, people have done it before. So they make a lot of cameos, right? There's a lot of cameos. Let me show some of the cameos in here that they do and some of the parts, because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's hit play here.
Frogger is another classic arcade game. Came out in
Gamester 81.
It was developed by Konami, and it came to the States through Sega Gremlin, their partnership. And the gameplay is classic.
It's very simple. Get to the other side. And
there's my guy, Angry
try to
Video
get around
Gamer.
everybody.
Freeway. Yeah. So Freeway, you play as a chicken.
Sammy.
He has to cross the road. And why does he have to cross the road? Because you can't move left or right to walk down the sidewalk.
Galaga. Galaga was the sequel to the 1979 shooter Galaxy.
Okay, I'll stop it there. I'm going to tell you, Pat. I like not the Pat here, not the Show Me Retro. I like Pat Conti in this. I think he does a good job. I like the way he talks. I like what he says. Does a good job.
I know, it's good. It's hard to admit, but it's really, really good.
Now, the problem is there's one thing I don't like about it. There's one person I don't like, and it's Ian. I don't know. I mean, so when you guys see Ian.
What?
Yeah, can you believe it? I don't like his voice.
I love Ian. He no.
And Tommy, everybody loves Tommy. Yeah. That was fun. It's a funny part he does too in there, that video. He's real funny. He's like, he remembers the sound of the game. Like, it was so cool. So Ian, I mean, I'm just, he wears his hood. It's so unprofessional. It's annoying. I mean, I'm like, come on, Pat, you couldn't tell him. None of the other guys have hoods and looking crazy. Make it professional. So let's check out a little more. I forgot where I left off here, but let's check out a little more. This guy's pretty good, but
Galaxian was very big when it came out. It had a lot of firsts, all right? But Galaga, its sequel, is just the far superior game.
Galaga's a...
All right. That guy steals the show, in my opinion. I love that guy. The last guy you just saw. I love it. But there's the picture of Pat. I love this guy right here. What did you think of this guy?
Oh, he's great. And Pixel Dan's on there as well. I met him at a convention. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, here, let me start a chat, or a poll. I want to start a poll, I guess. I want to see who's watched this. And it's just going to be, have you watched, have you watched this or not? That's just going to be the poll. Yes or no, guys. And let me type it in here. Put some chat in there. Yes or no, ask your community. Okay.
If it's 50%, I would be shocked.
Really? You don't, and just one video. Have you watched one of these videos? Because remember, there's 81, 82, 83, 84, and they stopped right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're getting close to, I'm trying to think of where they're at now. If they're even in 16-bit, because they just passed the crash.
They passed the crash, I think, or something like that. But I guess they'll go to 85 and do 10 straight years. I don't know. Maybe they're doing 15. I really don't know. But let's go back and this is the problem. I mean, look at go back. I'll play this guy again real quick.
Galaga, its sequel, is just the far
watch what Pat says about
Galaga's
Galaga.
a lot like the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo of shooters back then. They took it, and Galaxian was a fairly slow game, and Galaga actually speeds it up.
Galaxian.
What? Did you hear that?
Ian is such a weasel looking in that frame there. Oh my God.
What did he say? He compared Galaga to Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I mean, this is a poor analogy. But here's the funny thing. Watch Pat Conti's face when he starts talking. He's like, what are you saying? You know, watch it again.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo
is just the far superior.
So you can see the
Galaga's
whole thing.
a lot like the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo of shooters back then. They took it, and Galaxian was a fairly slow game, and Galaga actually speeds it up.
He's like, what the heck? What are you talking about? Super Street Fighter 2 and Galaga? I mean, come on, man. That's not a good comparison. It's like apples and oranges. Oh, they might have gave up. What's that? Seems like they gave up on the series. No, I don't know if they did. What's this? Pat even had to laugh. Yeah, he was like laughing there. I mean, he's like kind of giggling, holding it in. All right, so that hoodie, thank you so much, Papa Brad's Gaming, that hoodie. Oh, I don't mind it in his streams or whatever, but come on, in a show like this where you're trying to be popular, trying to be good. All right, let's look at the next clip. I forget where I'm going with this one, so let's just play it and see what the next thing says.
Donkey Kong is hard. It's really, really difficult.
Well, let me stop there. This is why I chose 1981, right? Because Donkey Kong. So I had to choose. So they do four. I just pulled clips out of 1981.
When I see like Weeby and Mitchell play Donkey Kong, I'm like, screw you.
Well, I don't like to gloat, but there was a competition between Joey, Pat, and I at MagFest, and Joey falsely claimed that he won. But I have a picture photo proof of that.
Whoa, I had to stop it there. Look at those scores. Oh, man, you guys bragging about those scores. Oh. What, I mean, is this because they're too young or what? They don't play it or they didn't play it? Is this where you were getting at? Some of these guys are too young?
No, everybody's not as good as you, Rex. Come on, man. You know, to me, that's a great. For me, that's a great score. I'd love 41,000. I would.
I'll gloat, but that's funny. Those are the two guys? Those are the guys that produced this with Pat, yeah. And they're good. Those two guys are good in it. I don't mind them at all. Thank you, Vince. I didn't know who that other part of it was. Yeah, there you go. A couple tips is all you need, and you can get to that score easy. Rainwater. Okay, Rainwater wants to know. I'll tell you. Should I tell him my story, or do I feel too disgusted to tell him my story?
It's painful. I know.
Should I bring? Do we have time? Should I bring it up? Maybe.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. You guys want to see it? I'll see if I can share this screen here because it's. Oh, I gotta find it, guys. So sit tight.
So you actually have the video of the loss. or the or
I
the
hope so.
the
Yeah. Let me bring it up. I got the video of my latest high score. I'll just put it at the end. Let me move it to the end. I'll show you guys here. Let's share screen. I don't know if we'll have sound.
You might not want sound. Were you cursing pretty bad?
At the end I was. So guys, here my high was 809,200. And you can see here, I know it's hard to see, but I'm at 834, level 20. Oh, level 21. Level 21. Well, I mean, that's it. I just got to finish level 21, right? And the first board on level 22, that's the kill screen. So now I'm like, I don't have any guys in the bank, but I'm feeling pretty good because all that's next is a barrel board. What's next? Is it a barrel board? Then there's a springboard, barrel board, and rivets, and then done. So I'm just playing here, but look at that bar guy. He's like one of the top 3 players in the world, and he's chatting in the thing saying go. So he's watching. You have to hold the player 1 button to save your score. Mine saves. I have a high score saves kit from Mike's Arcade. So where are we at? Oh, we're on the 3rd level here. Okay. This guy says phew. So here we go on the barrel board. Now, I'm not double barrel. I'm not double hammering, which means you pick up the bottom. All right, I'm just running through these. I'm steering them right there. Steer it back. That's bad. All right, I got to wait. Steer that one there, then go up. I don't know, you guys might find this boring, but, you know, any Donkey Kong. Look at these. He's throwing these random barrels. You see that? He's trying to get me with those. So now, you know, so now I grab the hammer. Let's hammer it. Let's get up. Okay. I get through this. All I got is a springboard, a barrel board, and a rivet board, and then it's kill screen. Okay. Oh, man. I'm sweating right now, right? Sweating. I got to finish it. I don't want to fast forward because I don't want to skip to it. You guys might see a live here kill screen. So we're at 855, 300, 860, 600. And here we go. Let's go. Let's get past this board. I'm playing it safe. I'm just going to grab I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to grab the cloud and the purse or whatever. I'm not going to jump over real quick. I'm just going to go up I'm going to go up. I'm going to play everything safe. Won't jump on the top. Just do that one. Do that quick one. Okay. Got to get across. This is easy. Wait for the right rivet. This is simple. Get past this board. Wait for the right spring. There it is. What? Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? What? That board you should never die on. I know you guys think it's hard, but you should never die on that board. And so I was 2 screens away. 2 screens away from the frickin' kill screen. And I wanted to go hang myself at the time. I was like, oh my God, am I ever going to be able to get back here? I don't know. And I think I texted you in the morning, Pat, saying I think I'm still sick.
Yeah. Well, and I wasn't.
So there it is. Thanks, Rainwater.
Well, you're on 3 times a day, so I don't watch every one because it's like you get the notification. I'm like, God, he's playing Donkey Kong again. I mean, you used to vary it up, and now it's just Donkey Kong, which is fine. But man, I mean, you can only talk about so much. I'm like, yeah. Well, you know, it's just the same. I can hear your wife in the background, like complaining about, oh my God, that thing. I'm sick of the music, and it's hilarious.
Oh God, when you point press, the thing goes badini. It just goes over and over, and she drives her crazy.
Your son telling you, Chase, going, Dad, pause it. I want to show you something. And you're like, over and over again, I can't pause Donkey Kong. You probably told him 50 times, but he keeps asking, Dad, pause Donkey Kong.
Oh, he does. I'm like, this is a real arcade, man. You can't pause them, you know. So when he needs something, I got to go to a spot where I can just stop, like either at the top of the very top ladder on the springboard. I just sit there, and then I lose points because I'm going and making him a sandwich or, you know, getting him cereal or whatever. So 862, 200. The funny thing about that score is it puts me top 100 exactly at 100th on the all-time thing. And I passed a lot of people who had kill screens. I just didn't get the kill screen. If I got the kill screen, I would have had another 18,000, or so points. So I would have been about 880, 890, somewhere in between there, depending. No, there's a knob in the back in the machine, but I can't go. It's so funny, Antisocial Hero, because I have a cover that I put on my speaker because my wife doesn't like the sound. So when I want to keep it really quiet, I have to tape a cover over the speaker because I'm not going in the back and adjusting the volume. I'm not doing that because I like it a certain volume when I'm just playing it, and then I need a lower volume when the wife's nagging at me. So I wasn't even going to share that story. So sorry, but you asked, and we were on Donkey Kong. So, but I'll get there. But yeah, it's funny. My kids are like, Dad, let's play Roblox. I'm like, oh, I'm on level 14. I can't, usually it's like 5 minutes after I start Donkey Kong. He's like, let's play this. I'm like, I just started. And then I got to go quit. And anyway, and yes, here's the thing, Pat, like you said, you got to play it every day, right? I mean, you got to play the game every day. Just like you played Zelda and you were working on Zelda. If you don't play it every day, what happens?
Yeah, you forget where you're at. And then, like, I'm way past
forget everything.
you. And you're asking me, what Dungeon 4, what do I do here? And I'm like, I don't know. And then you're yelling at me going, but you got past it. Well, I did 6 months ago.
But you still haven't finished the game, which is my point, is you should have kept playing it when you were and knocking it out. Not that you would have remembered, but I'm saying if you want to be good at something, you have to do it over and over and over.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Conti, thanks for joining. Let's see. Roblox was created by one. Yeah, and that guy's probably a billionaire now. I mean, my kid loves it. And I'm like, oh, God, I got to play Mortem Metellum or Mortem. Yeah, something like that. He loves it. And I'm like, that game's not good for you. You're too young. I'm like, can't we play Pizza Factory or something? This doesn't mean, and probably nobody in this chat knows what I'm talking about. But all right, let's get back to the video game years. Okay, so where were we at here?
The competition.
I was there.
Okay, we talked about Pat Conti, right? Or not Pat, Ian. I think this next part. Let's see. Let's just play.
Here are the popular pinball games of 1980.
This drives me freaking nuts. This drives me bananas, okay? This is the guy they get to talk about pinball. Okay, so there's a segment where they do pinball, guys. And, they come on and talk about pinball because pinball in the 81, in the 80s was big, too, just like arcades. But Pat, why, show me retro, why did they choose Pat for this? Why would you choose Pat? Does he watch his channel? Does he ever talk about pinball like it's the greatest?
He brings it up a lot. Now, I don't think he owns a single one. I think he lives in an apartment in San Francisco. So I don't know how he's an expert on all these tables, but maybe he's got a place close to him that he goes to a lot. I have no idea.
They couldn't find somebody who was good at pinball or had pinball knowledge. They had to bring him with his hoodie to ruin the whole thing. Here, I'm going to play it.
Hey everyone, Ian here with the popular pinball games of 1981. Fathom by Bally. Not only are you rescuing scuba divers amongst a crazy underwater backdrop, but you've got 2 crossover return lanes which let you save the ball in a number of different ways. Barracora by Williams. Backlash inspired by H.R. Geiger. Attractive fish women on the playfield.
Attractive fish women on the playfield.
And a personal favorite, Centaur by Bally. A great rule set, a stunning black and white playfield, and that Centaur in the title? Half orc, half motorcycle. There is no table more metal. And those were the popular pinball machines of 1981, because there's more to life than just video games.
It's the video game year.
All right. Harris said it best right here. Let me bring this up. Sorry. Games yet 81. Sorry, I don't know. I have to skip that, but that was painful to watch. Yeah, it was painful. I mean, I'm like, what? I mean, what? This is what you're bringing to the table? And there's beautiful women on the table, and there's 2 cross rails that go across and 3 outer rails with tough bumpers, and look out for the alleys. Now, he didn't even say that, So, I mean, what do you think, Pat? Should they have somebody else do the pinball maybe?
Well, Pat's not the pinball guy, so I don't know. Out of all those people, maybe he was just the guy, or maybe he weaseled his way in there, being the weasel that he is, and just said, I want to do the pinball stuff, please.
Yeah, maybe Games. Yeah, I want to do the Gamester 81. Maybe he knows more. I don't know if he knows pinball. Does he know
Gamester,
pinball?
He would.
I mean, you got to get somebody else. I mean, it was just brutal. And then the hoodie thing. Come on, man. What am I watching here? I mean, it's almost professional, and then this thing comes on. He looks like he looks like a character that should be in The Hobbit or something with that thing on. You know? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Herb says he owns pinball machines. Good. At least he has some.
Really?
But man, there was no enthusiasm. There was no originality there. It was pretty brutal. I don't know. Okay. Where are we at? We wrap up the show now? Did I miss anything, Pat? What?
Well, I mean, I know you wanted to bring up some video game memories, like at arcades. I don't know if you want to get into that or if we don't have time.
Well, yeah, I mean, which part? The last? Go ahead.
Well, like your personal arcade memories. Did you want to talk about that, or was that not something?
Well, they were a little different than some of these guys, what they were putting on the thing. But, here's what I'm going to tell guys, because we talked about this, about real arcades, and we talk about real and OneUp arcades. I want to make this, I kind of want to make this a real life example. People make one-ups, and guys, it's fine. Go buy your one-ups. I don't care. It's your money. You spend it how you want. Remember that. It's your money. You spend it how you want. I just don't want you to have any buyer's remorse. But when we were talking about arcade memories or arcades, I recently bought a Missile Command, and I wasn't going to buy it, but I tell people this all the time. I walked up to that machine, and playing it on original control panel, original hardware. Maybe it's not the greatest game of all time, but it brought back so much nostalgia that it forces you to say, man, I love this machine, and this. Now, if I would have walked up to a Missile Command arcade one-up, it's not the same feeling for some reason. And I don't know if people can understand that or have that understanding for real versus even one-up. One-up's great because it brings you close, right, Pat? It brings you close, but it doesn't give me that feeling when I was a kid and I walked up and played that trackball.
Well, the tornado buttons or or volcano buttons, or yeah. There is a difference, and we were talking about that the other day on the phone, and you just can't replicate that. You can come, I guess, sort of close, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, and that's just the thing about arcades. It brought me back to when I was a kid playing them. An arcade one-up wouldn't have done that with Missile Command. And there's just a different feel for it. But anyway, yeah, real is the way. And I don't want to say, if you guys saw the beginning of the episode, I started bagging on one-up, saying I'm done with one-up. I've heard that from a lot of people, Pat. They're like, I'm kind of done with them.
It's been over a year for me, so I don't see me buying one. Unless, like I said, never say never, but unless there's some crazy announcement like this fall, like a Daytona stand-up or something, which I see with force feedback. That's the one thing that would pull me in. And there's no way they could deliver that for the price that I would be willing to pay. There's no way.
What you're willing to pay. And people are mad because maybe I voiced my opinion about increased costs and all this stuff. And guys, it's part of the deal, man. You can't. You're supposed to be coming down on price. You're supposed to be getting better when you're a company. You're supposed to be working with more efficiencies, And you guys are mad about all these things that I say. Whether it's defects that cost money, which they pass on to you. Whether it's poor planning, poor marketing, poor advertising, all this stuff is just passed on to you, and that's why I get so upset and show some passion for the consumer like us, Pat. Even though I haven't bought many of them, and none at full price, obviously. But the Star Wars great one, but what if you had to pay $1,000 for that Star Wars now, Pat? Would you have bought it? Exactly. If it was $1,000, I'd love to put that poll up there. If the Star Wars was $1,000, would you have bought it?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so. At the $499 or the You know, the price it was, great price. Let's do it. That's what it should have been. So, okay. You guys know I'm over an hour. That's my time. I'm sorry I left. I went over an hour. I want to thank all the people watching. Hey, hopefully I'll be back soon. Hope you guys like my show. I know it's different for those of you that are new. I know it's a little different. I want to thank Show Me Retro for coming on. Go check his channel out. It's better than half those other huge channels that I showed you.
Stop.
Right? So
No, stop.
go sub to it. And don't give up, little guy. You know, not you, Pat. the little guy on YouTube. Don't give up, man. That's the story. Gosh. Keep going. All right. Thanks, guys. Later.
Thanks.